Hello Cancer, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, thank you very much for coming. Hope you enjoy the reading. It will be for you and your special someone. It's a love reading, or your significant other, that's a significant person in your life. And aspects of it will apply to you, but also there will be aspects of your person. They may be interchangeable, the qualities may be interchangeable, or you may see something in theirs that relates to you as well. And I'll be tracking sort of the influence of Pisces, which is very prominent during the middle of the month, so middle of March through to into April, but certainly the middle of March, from about the 13th up until the 21st, very, very strong Piscean energy. There is a new moon in Pisces on the 13th, and then just after that, well, they're all sort of very similar degrees, will be Venus, Neptune, and the Sun, and obviously the Moon's influence as well. And they will all be in Pisces. So very, very strong Pisces energy. And it's a very spiritual, very compassionate, very imaginative and inspirational energy. A lot of deep healing possible. And obviously the higher qualities of love come in under that as well. So you have the possibility of all of those wonderful qualities. And then the other side of it is a little bit of illusion or delusion, fantasy maybe even, being sort of off your feet, you know, carried away, swept away, and not feeling really grounded. Sometimes a bit of self-undoing or self-defeating can come in through behaviors which rise up from the psyche. And that can be like fear or self-sabotage and things like that. Things that inhibit you from moving forward, basically. But a bit of confusion can also creep in as well. So just it's important to stay grounded. Great healing is possible. Resolutions are possible. And a really deep connection to the spiritual side of life, and obviously to the spiritual aspects of love as well. And also karmic and past life things can come in as well. So this will be karmic as in you and your person coming into this lifetime to work on certain things, certain aspects, or to start projects or to start things together. But it's usually a past life connection, things that you're contracted to do. That can all come in over this period as well. From the 21st, well, that's the equinox, so that is powerful enough. And then the Sun and Venus hold hands and move into Aries. And from then on, there will be a strong Aries influence with Chiron joining in there, and also a little bit later on, Mercury as well. So let's... don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the energies around YouTube, the videos around YouTube. Let's see what we've got here. They've all come out, so let's get these out and see what we've got. So I'm not sure which came out first, but let's put that there. I think this one here, and then this one here and here. Let's get one more then. These are the astrology cards. I'll be using the goddess cards, destiny cards, and moonology as well. Mercury Retrograde, okay. Bottom of the astrology deck is Jupiter Abundance. So lovely card coming in there for you. Sekhmet, Tamara, Lakshmi, and Ishtar. And then we've got White Tara. Okay. Bottom of the Goddess deck is Irene, Peace. Lovely card. Let's get a Destiny card for you. I've got two that want to come out, so let's have a look. We've got Gentleness and Acceptance. Okay. Let's get a Moonology card. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay. Bottom of the Moonology deck is Full Moon in Pisces, Balance, Spirituality, and Practicality. So that, as I said, Piscean energy is very, very strong. Certainly for the first part of this period, which will be applicable from the middle of March through to the middle of April. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this normally would be your influence. So we've got Sekhmet, be strong, and we've got 7th house partners. So this, your relationship obviously is in the spotlight, but it's also your part in the relationship. And this deals with everything, all close personal one-on-one relationships specifically for your person, but there may be one or two others that are coming in as well, if there's an external influence here. But it's everything to do with relating, and your aspects, your part in it, and then also sometimes the lower courts can come in with this as well. But Sekhmet, be strong, lot of yellow energy here, and then obviously the lilac. So this would be third eye, and then also solar plexus. So we've got be strong. So you probably are going to be going through a few things during this period, and this is about courage. You've got the lions there, so this is about courage. It's about also having a very victorious mindset, very strong, standing strong. You may have to build up physical strength, so do exercises to help you to tackle various things that are happening. But it's just to weather whatever is going on in this house. But it's about being strong, having a victorious mindset, and also just ignoring any naysayers or skeptics or negative influences which are being projected at you or at your relationship. So it's saying, you're going to need to be strong, but have that vision of success. Really, that is going to determine a lot. And you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So, feel that inside you. Stay neutral, stay strong within yourself, and just get on with what needs to be done. Honor and integrity, but also courage and strength. Those are all the aspects that are coming in here. So stand strong, and use your third eye to assist you to see past certain things. But it certainly is all your relationship is very much as a focus, and but really to stand strong and have that vision of success, and that will stand you in good stead. Now your person has got North Node, life's purpose. So as I said, aspects, qualities may be interchangeable here, so you can just take it as it resonates. So this can be aspects to do with children, so they may have children, or you may have children, depending, if you've been in this relationship for a long time, you may already have children and be well established as a couple. It really depends on your situation, or you could just be starting out. Now, with this, it has a couple of meanings. So it can be that you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So your person may be involved in that in some way, shape, or form. They could be a teacher. They could be just really in touch with their own children, or somebody else's children, or it could be children from another relationship. It depends, as I said, take it as it resonates for your person. But it can also be that they need to get perhaps in touch with their children, if they have their own children, to actually spend time with them, connect with them, and to nurture that relationship. because they have some knowledge to impart, and especially with the North Node, this is life experience, but this is positive karma coming in. So it can also be that they perhaps need to get in touch with that child, like their inner child. Their inner child is needing a voice, so they need to get in touch with that and to do activities which allow their inner child to express themselves. So this can be just having fun, doing activities which keep them in the present moment, playfulness. But as I said, just having fun and just enjoyment in the moment, not thinking too far ahead, not thinking too, about the past, just enjoying each moment for exactly what it brings, and having that youthful and innocent outlook almost. So getting in touch with the inner child, or getting in touch with children in some way. Now, we've got North Node Life's Purpose. So this is, as I said, positive karma coming back. This is very positive, but it can be a little bit turbulent. Because this can be like an epiphany or a turning point. So in other words, a person now, it's almost like the door to the past closes, sometimes with a slam. And now they've literally got to change direction or move in a different direction. And it's that movement. I liken it to a ship, a big ship, which is sailing on the high seas. It now has to change direction and has to do it quite quickly. And it causes a bit of turbulence in the water as that change of direction happens. So this can happen with North Node. But it really is getting in touch with their path, their life purpose, which may involve children, okay? Working with them or counseling them, or being around children, perhaps in a teaching capacity, working with the youth, whatever it may be. And they have some sort of knowledge or gifts or abilities with them. Or it could be that they're just accessing it from the inside. They could be resolving and dealing with past issues which may have come up from childhood. That can all be North Node, but it's about resolving and closing things out now, getting closure on certain things, closing things out, resolution. And this, as I said, can all come in with Pisces, all right? Resolutions and endings to things that have been a problem or inhibiting behavior, past behavioral patterns, whatever it may be. Putting that to bed and moving forward in a new direction or to their life purpose, or their destiny, really. This is a destiny card. So life purpose comes in, and they're going to find themselves in the right place at the right time. The universe will move them where they need to be. And so they might just find themselves being subtly moved, or sometimes not so subtly moved in the right direction. And sometimes, as I say, certain things may fall away in order to create that path for them. So things that they don't need anymore, or it's not serving them anymore, will fall away, and this will move them in that direction. It could very well be that, as I said, you may be starting a family yourselves, so this it all comes in, and they may be remembering things from their childhood. They may be thinking about that, and how to move forward, and how to bring about a new direction. In other words, not doing what they had, not perpetuating what they had when they were growing up. Perhaps starting a new phase in their life, and being determined not to bring the past in. Things like that. It can have many, many connotations, but this is life purpose, getting on the life purpose. It may not all be revealed up front. Sometimes you only get small steps, because otherwise the full thing would intimidate you. So small steps, or a step, one at a time, moving forward, but certainly moving forward to their destiny, to their future, to their life purpose. And children are featuring somewhere in this, or it's their inner child. This may manifest. It's the 4 and 1 is 5, so it may take a little time to manifest, but the seeds are being planted now, certainly with the Pisces energy, and bringing that in, and getting that resolution, and getting in touch with that spiritual side. And also bringing in the imagination and the inspiration, which children love, all right, connecting to that. So now, for the actual sort of situation that's unfolding just at the moment, we've got 11th house, and then we've got Lakshmi, bright future. So whatever is happening, however, whatever changes are coming about, it's saying that bright future. Don't worry. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So whatever is unfolding is completely necessary. And with the North Node, this is very positive karma for your person. As I said, they're getting on the right path now. They're actually now moving in the right direction, and their life purpose is coming online. This is a big door to the future is swinging open. They may have been knocking for a while, but that is going to open for them now, and they're going to be moved forward. So bright future. Stop worrying. And this applies to you as well. Just let this unfold. 11th house is glimpses of the future, so you could be getting that as a couple or as your family going forward into the future, whatever it is that you're planning, getting glimpses of the future, seeing that, seeing the big picture from that point of view. But it's also pushing your own hobbies, your interests, and your dreams and your hopes and visions for the future, actually tapping into that and pushing that forward or working towards that. That is all very much 11th house. It can also be obviously friendships maybe coming in here in some way, shape or form. It could be that you have a very good friendship and you're now moving that into a more committed relationship, because the 7th house is commitment, it's marriage, it's a committed long-term partnership. So you may be coming into that now, or you may be working on that or regenerating that in some way. But the friendship aspect is there, whether it's between you two or perhaps some friends and colleagues and others that you consider like family or friends, good friends, may be coming in to support at this time, or just to help, with certain things. But it's very much about that. It's also about your ideals, what are the ideals that you're working towards in your life, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes for the future. It can also be all sorts of groups, activities, whether it's electronic or social activities, associations, societies, things like that. So that may be forming part of your current situation. But I do feel it's about the friendship between the two of you. But also you may find that some of your groups are changing, your friendship circles are changing. Perhaps if you're starting a family, then that will automatically change. Or it could be just to do with your future, your hopes and your dreams, what it is the two of you are working towards now, and bringing that all in. It can also be relationships to in-laws that can come in. In some cases, it's social reform, seeing sort of trends and movements in society, and everything to do with what's going on in the world can also come in with the 11th house. And that can have an impact on where your person is going and how you're going to manifest this. Now, with this gentleness coming in, I do feel that this may be to do with your person. They're getting in touch with this aspect of themselves, their inner child, but it could also be to do with their children, or some sort of career or profession which is now being child-led. And this is about getting in touch with that as well. And that goes in also very much with the Piscean energy, and connecting to the spiritual self and the spirituality in general. And I do feel it's about balancing spirituality and practicality. So this is full moon in Pisces. This is about sort of results. It's also about forgiveness and gratitude. So your person may be feeling that at some point, gratitude for his children or his family, or for this change in direction which is happening now. And you could be feeling that for your actual relationship, But it's balancing spirituality and practicality. That's going to be important with any Piscean energy, and it's very, very strong, as I said, for March. So you don't want to lose track of reality, fall under illusions and things like that. You want to keep your feet on the ground, but still reach for the stars. All right, stay grounded. Make sure that you do grounding, exercises or whatever it is, or spend time grounding, and that's time in nature, walking on the earth. Walking in nature, hiking, whatever is applicable for you. Spend time, if you've got children, spend time with your children in nature. Very, very helpful to ground. And that brings in the practicality, practical steps to move forward so that you can ground the spirituality. That's what you want to do, all right? But it can enhance relationships, or relationship could be taking off now, and this is normally a past life connection, and accessing that. But also just be aware of those sort of self-defeating behaviors which may be rising up. So now with the current, with the advice sort of section, we've got Capricorn I use, and then we've also got the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So this is where this practicality and grounding comes in, okay? The Capricorn is a very resilient, very resourceful sign, very ambitious, very goal-oriented, and sort of able to really keep going through difficult circumstances. Just that dogged determination. And think of the mountain goat as it springs from crag to crag. Incredible balance and precision, but moving upwards all the time. So this is that Capricorn energy, but it's a very determined, it's quite a powerful energy, very businesslike. So all of that comes in, but it's about being resourceful and resilient, all right? And you've got here the end of a tough cycle approaches. So something is coming to culmination and you'll get a result. As I said, you could be in gratitude because you've got Jupiter coming in. So this is going to bring a result, and it's a happy result. So something is coming in. So it's the result of something, but it's the end of a difficult cycle. And, you can look forward to better times. But it still needs you to ground this energy, and you need to be using this Capricorn resourcefulness and resilience, having goals, staying grounded, being practical about what it is that you need to do and move forward with. And if you're starting a business or your person is starting a business, it's bring this very practical Capricorn energy in, and have goals, have ambitions, and work towards that. It can also be some sort of rise to prominence or raise in reputation or profile. That can be happening. So this can be through fame, reputation, prominence, public status. All of those things may be coming in for you or your person or within the relationship. The full moon is definitely going to, it could also be crowd related, but something, it can indicate a rise in prominence or authority or maturity or wisdom. Or sort of a raise in profile, like reputation, which can be fame. But it can also be that you are going into some sort of authoritative institution, or both of you are, or one of you is, and this is going to impact on the relationship. But it's about being mature, using your wisdom and your authority to move forward. And with Ishtar boundaries, this can be about boundary setting. So if your person is having a raised profile, in other words, they're now becoming more known for something that they're doing, or you're finding that the outside world is making demands on your life, your relationship. It could be a business that you're involved in, or your person is, or something to do with that. And it's starting to impact on the time that you spend together and so on. Then look at the boundaries. There may be that you need to prioritize your relationship. You need to prioritize your time with your person. Have boundaries in place which protect your time, protect your relationship, or protect whatever else it is that you're working on. So it says here, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So if this is external and it's coming in on your relationship, but it could also be that there are, sort of aspects of the relationship where you need to put boundaries in for the protection of yourself or your relationship or your person. So take it as it resonates, all right? But this is an opportunity to look at that, to assess where boundaries need to be placed, and also to look at, you may have old boundaries which now need to be updated from previous, situations, and perhaps they're not needed anymore. They just need to be refreshed or whatever it is. But it's about allocating time for yourself, for your own well-being, and for that of your relationship, or your person may need to do this as well. Okay, so have a look at that and see how that comes in. We've got 22, which is very much about union and coming into partnership of some sort. So this can either be business related, but it obviously is within the relationship. You work as a team, as the two together in union, balance masculine and feminine, or however it's related to you. And this is where the boundaries come in for yourself, for your interests, and for your relationship. There is going to be some acceptance here coming in, and I feel this may be to do with this Mercury retrograde coming in. For the sort of outcome or potential, you've got Mercury retrograde reinvention, and you've got white Taurus sensitivity. So I do feel that this may be to do with some sort of raising of profile, or there's more demands on your situation or your relationship. These could all be external. But it's saying that something about what you're doing or trying to move forward with is needing a bit of a review. All right. So Mercury retrograde is a time to slow down and go inward. So there's going to be some aspect of that, because you need to review or repeat or redo something. Something needs to be gone over again. So it's back to the drawing board. So you may just have to repeat something, or you may just have to go over something again to come up with a better plan or a better idea. Some delays and frustrations can also come in here, but it can also be, it may not be related to that, this outcome or potential, but it could be that somebody or a situation from the past may pop back in, either for you or your person, or it could be somebody you both know, or it could be a situation which you know is coming back again, but you get closure from that. You get closure or information, valuable information or valuable insight, and that helps to sort of end something or get closure or to complete something. Or it could just be really valuable information which helps you to move forward in some way, shape or form. All right, so it can be like a throwback, but it brings forward something which is useful to you, and normally you get closure from that. But as I said, the other side of Mercury is about communication. So make sure that your communication is clear between you and your person. Especially electronic communication, all right, be clear. And if you have to speak to the person to actually get your message across, because sometimes misunderstandings can come in, or things just get misinterpreted. It can also be with contracts and documents. Something may just need to be put off for a little while. It could be something that you're signing, or something big that you're trying to initiate. It may be worthwhile just to go over that again, to come up or to look at it again, because something may have been missed or overlooked. All right, so it's just a message to say, go over something again. You may need to rework your plan a little bit, but once you've done that, you'll come up with something better. Also with White Taurus sensitivity, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So this is about removing yourselves or yourself from triggering situations. Now this can be chemicals, as I say, in your environment, or toxic things in the home. Move to more natural products possibly, but it's also about situations as in people that surround you. Now this could very well be friendship situations, or groups that you've been involved in. If they're not resonating with you anymore, then you just have to pull back, because as you ascend, as you raise your consciousness, and as your profile of your relationship, as that raises in consciousness as well, because it's kind of a living energy between the two of you, you automatically become more sensitive. All right, so you sort of your discernment starts to kick in, and this is where you need to just weed out things that trigger you, relationships that trigger you. It could be friends, it could be groups that you're involved in, it could be social circles, especially if your person's profile is raising, or you are, or you're as a couple. There's certain things that you will have to sort of kind of limit, just to keep your energy and your vibration high, and that of your relationship as well. So take a look at all of that and see how it resonates for you. But it's about being discerning about where you put your energy, and what you're taking into your body, whether this is through media, interaction, what you're reading, and so on. Just limit the triggering things. So now we've got here something lovely is coming in, Jupiter abundance. So this is the return of joy, happiness, expansion. It can also be relief or rescue. It can also be something to do with like some form of abundance. So this can be in the form of ideas. It can be in the form of money. It can be in the form of a reward, or something that is abundant for you, something that is a breakthrough for you. Whatever that is, something is coming. And Jupiter is a very expansive energy. It can be about seeing the big picture, but it gives you a boost in some way. So some sort of boost is coming in for you. And you did have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I do feel that this Jupiter energy is to do with that. It's going to give you or your relationship a boost, but it could also just be a monetary thing, or some sort of breakthrough, or a wonderful idea that you can work on. It could be your person that's now getting this idea, but it's some sort of boost or progression or expansion. It can also be generosity, and it can also be the return of happiness, and it can also be gratitude. So giving, being grateful for something that is coming to you, some blessing that is coming to you in this energy. It's quite fast moving, so you will have to grasp it and still anchor it down, and make that blessing work for you, whatever it is that's coming in. We've also got Irene, peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. All right. So there is some element of timing coming in here, which you will need to just surf. You'll have to navigate that a little bit. So just acceptance, that this is, accepting that, divine timing is at play here, and that the universe has got your back. Your needs are going to be met. All right. Things are working out, but don't worry. Just be at peace. Okay. Accept this peace within yourselves and in your relationship. Be neutral, but just do whatever it is that you need to do. But there's no need to worry. And you've had this twice. So Lakshmi said stop worrying, and it's come up again, stop worrying, because whatever it is that you're worrying about, you're going to draw it straight towards you like a magnet. All right, you don't want to do that. You want to draw only positive things towards you, which is why you have Sekhmet, be strong. Draw positive things towards you. Have a positive mindset, a victorious mindset, a positive vision of the future, which is why you had the 11th house. Visions of the future, only have the positive ones, and that is what you will draw towards you. So enjoy these peaceful energies, and whenever you feel yourself slipping back into the worry and anything to do with that, then always come back to the peace. Come back to the gentleness as well. All right, be gentle with your person, be gentle with your family, and be gentle with yourself. But that's to help you handle things that are going on because of your sensitivity. But in your mind, and in your heart, hold a vision of victory. All right, hold a vision of success, and that is what will come about. Okay, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Take care.